Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of the MTG Arena Run. This time we're going to... So last time we saw Knight's Charge and Savage Hunter. 1 win, 1 loss. This time we're going to be taking a look at Wild Bounty and Fairy Schemes. No guarantees that you're going to see me 6-0 this one. But at least we're going to get a good shot at all the decks. That's pretty much the important part. Interesting to note that because it's Brawl, so a lot of singleton... There's a lot of things to do with singleton and whatnot. So, okay, so here we have the enters the battlefield, where basically every creature gives you a card, and if it's a land, it ramps you up on the battlefield. So every creature is a growth spiral. And if you saw part 1 and you saw my match against this, it was really busted. Take note that this deck also has like a ton of 2s. Okay, this one's not really a 2, but opponent cast it for 3 mana and made very good work. Also a lot of utility removal, but otherwise it's about overwhelming your opponent. I didn't realize he had Time Wipe also, and he has Parhelion as well. Well, he can afford the high cost cards because because this deck will get there. Also note that there is a good number of flash. They didn't go all the way flash here. I think if I were to redo this deck, Nightpack Ambusher would be here. Brightborn Cutthroat would be here. The Vivian Reed from War of the Spark, the one that gives your creatures flash, that will also be here. Basically ways to wreck your opponent's day. So, but let's take a look at the new cards. So we saw Chilean earlier. The return target creature controlled to its owner's hand is really good. Let's see the other stuff. So Fairy Vandal really meant to work with the commander. Easy +1/+1 counters, but it's only once per turn, though it could also be your opponent's turn. Biomancer's familiar. Marleaf Pixie, so 2/2 flyer with the mana ability, quite good. Runaway Together. This is this is just a reprint, but it's basically 2 target creatures controlled by different players. Oh, not quite a reprint. Especially in multiplayer formats, you can bounce. If you're playing against 2 opponents, you can bounce on each of their creatures. Good times. And let's see, Tome of Legends. Whenever enters the battlefield or attacks, basically ways to draw cards. So card draw heavy. And then let's see, Steelbane Hydra. This is utility Hydra. It's very good. It's basically naturalized Hydra for 3 mana activations. There are ways to put +1/+1 counters. I'm not seeing it here yet, but quite interesting. Rosethorn Acolyte. Okay, so basically 1 mana sorcery to add 1 mana of any color. So this one's a pinch, or it's just a 2/3 that can add 1 mana of any color. Quite good. Let's see, Fairy Formation. This is new also. So 5/4 flyer that for 4 mana you can create a 1/1 blue flying fairy creature token with flying and draw a card. Oh man. Combine this with Biomancer's Familiar that reduces the activation cost. Wow, this is interesting. So we saw Keeper Fables from last time. Beanstalk Giant. This is also one of the cards that wrecked me. So, but you can cast this early to search your library for a basic land. Good stuff. Torn Mammoth, very good. Basically, Torn Mammoth just keeps fighting and fighting. And yeah, that's it. Pretty much it. Any special lands? No, it's just Command Tower. And Hallowed Fountain is our dual land here. It's interesting to note that they did not how do you say this? They didn't give us really pimped out mana bases. But it's quite enough actually. And also having them as basics is not too bad unless you were my opponent in the last game earlier. Basically, for those who didn't watch, what happened was he was red mana flooded. Okay, so we got Leafkin Druid, so we can turn 4, but without blue mana, we're turn 4 nothing. I could wait to draw into it, but I'm going to mulligan aggressively. Okay. Kind of want to mulligan once more. I don't exactly want to cast in. Yeah, we're missing colors here. One more land at least gets us Prison Realm. I'm gonna give this one a shot. This is probably a bad idea, so if I lose 2 mana, I take it back. We got there, folks. Definitely keeping the plains. We want to hit Circuitous Route. So if our opponent plays a flyer, I'm definitely Crawl Harpooning it. Also, looks like everyone's playing the Knights deck tonight. Land Tower, so opponent's got all colors live. What good stuff does he have? Okay, so I'm definitely crashing the Crawl Harpooner. Yeah, I'm willing to play the. Okay, let's crash the Crawl Harpooner first. Let's see if he's willing to trade. Because we know that our opponent's deck is basically Knights and Equipment. Okay, he's not willing to trade, so he probably has Equipment. Let's get ourselves to 4 mana the other way. Then, so that way, even if he Azorius Guildgate, I have access to. Well, I still have access to Prison Realm anyway, but I will have access to Circuitous Route. The opponent is digging for mana. Yeah, Circuitous Route, then we're gonna go Chillane and turn Spectral Sailor. Also a very good time to dig up our... Yeah, let's dig up all those guild gates and all those gain life lands. It's our opponent's kind of stuck. Let's take advantage of that. Circuitous Route. So let's see. Guild gates are a nice choice. In fact, guild gates are the only choice, so I'm gonna take both guild gates. I'm willing to swing. At least we know our opponent is a bit of a while away. And if our opponent starts putting stuff, we can. Okay, Mask of Immolation. Not. He could ping and equip, but no, he's just gonna swing. Nope. Prime. You might as well swing. Oh, he's not gonna swing. Okay. Let's play this one. Okay, play Chillane. Now take note, if I play the Fairy Vandal, it's not gonna quite work. But it is flash also, so I'm gonna actually hold on to it. And it's whenever he draws like, yeah, so I might actually want to. I actually just want Prison Realm now. Let's force our opponent to have the Mortify and whatnot. And if they're playing Mortify, exile target creature, since definitely taking this one. Yep, very inefficient use, but I think we're definitely keeping that on top because we're monsters. Okay, there's a 2/3. I am willing to trade this. I'm willing to trade the Harpooner for the Fireborn Knight. I kind of... I don't want to play Risen Reef just yet. Okay, I'm gonna try see if I can... Okay. Oh, it has first strike. Oops. I forgot about that. Oh, it has double strike. Oh, so no wonder it's only 2-3. Okay, so okay, let's play the Risen Reef now, just to make our opponent... Oh, okay, reveal, take action. And I'm going to also play District Guide. And actually, I kind of want to... Okay. Yeah, put a land card in the battlefield. So take. Let's get an island this time. Play the island. Okay, I'm gonna end the turn here. He's probably gonna... He might want to sack this. Oh, he's not. Okay. So he's holding on for a bit. He's got something big. Sir Conrad. Okay. Sure. Okay, deals 1 damage to me. He's pinging this one. I could just bounce it back. Yeah, let's bounce it. So now we're gonna take 4 damage. And then let's see, Torn Mammoth. Fight this guy. Now fights up to, so I can choose to not fight. But okay, wait, removes, then end the turn. Fairy Vandal. Yeah, let's take advantage of the flash. No, he can pump it, but fight is... But it's only gonna... But fight's not a good idea. Okay, no, he's gonna let it happen. And pass. Okay, pass to main. So we managed to clear our opponent's board. Opponent is stuck. Yeah, sure, you got it. But he got nothing else. Opponents probably figured that I would have a way to buff. So not bad. So we managed to get 1 win off this. Fairy Vandal for the win as well. Let's get one more game in before we wrap this up and go with the fairies deck. And it's the mirror match, so this is probably gonna last us a while. Temple of Mystery. Very small words, but we're definitely... We do have play, so I'm willing to keep this. We are 1 man. Then watch me proceed to draw white creatures, but pretty sure... Okay, let's play Temple of Mystery first. Let's see if we can... Okay, Gyre Engineer, at least we can cast that. So I'm gonna play Forest... I'm gonna play Forest first. Tome of Legends is really late game card. I don't need to play this early. I want to go for the Fairy Vandal first. Please not Crawl Harpooner. Actually, to think that our Crawl Harpooner was what wrecked our opponent. Okay, we can do it. Not comforting either. Okay, let's play Fairy Vandal. Could use the white so I can take out the district guide at least. Okay, got the land he needs. We don't. Let's play the Guard Engineer. Let's see if we can outpace our opponent mana-wise. Plus our opponent's removals... Well, he does have Prison Realm Life. He could time wipe. But it doesn't feel great. So we got 6 mana. We can't cast this, but we can cast this for 4. Not great either. Okay, we're probably gonna lose this one because we can't. Hindsight, I probably should not have played this one. So if you were to attack with boat... Now if I bounce this to hand, he's actually gonna just be able to cast it from hand without attack, so it's not great. I'm gonna just bounce this one instead. Okay. Let's bounce the Fairy Vandal. No blocks. Okay, so we're still suffering on the land department. 1, 2... we got an X equals 5. So at least we could keep the Keeper at bay for a while. We can't keep a Meteor Golem at bay. I think we Darn, and to think that was my removal speed for that too. Yep, our gamble did not pay off. Even though we just really needed to cast Chillane, but otherwise it didn't really pay off. So I'm gonna... probably gonna... Wait. Oh, got Risen Reef. Okay, let's play that. Oh, forgot it comes with a page counter. Okay, spell I can't cast. Oh no. Okay, so I guess it's game over. All the wrong place. We will need running whites just to kind of get back. Could have used another X creature, I guess. Destroys non-permanent, so... yeah, if I were to Prison Realm something, it'll have to be Meteor Golem. Actually, And the guild gate comes very late. Yeah, I'm gonna concede now. We're way too far behind. So not doing so well. So you're not. I don't think you're gonna see me finish unless the fairy build goes really quickly. Got ourselves rare kitty. So we're going to see the last deck. So this is fairy schemes. So let's check out the new cards here. So Alila, Artful Provocateur. So 4 to cast 2/3. Flying, Death Touch, Lifelink. Other creatures you control with flying get +1/+0. And this is an artifact enchantment build. So yeah, you get 1/1 flying tokens whenever you cast either of those. And guess what? A lot of the cards we have are either artifacts or enchantments. So let's take a look. So we got Witching Well. So scry 2 and can draw 2 cards if you pay 4 mana later. So not bad. Bag of Holding. Oh wait, we've seen that before. Here you go. Corridor Monitor. This is a new one. So it's a 1/4 for 2 mana. When it enters the battlefield, untap target artifact or creature you control. Doesn't have flash, so it's not that busted, but it's still a 2 mana artifact. All that glitters. So this is Ethereal Armor for artifacts and enchantments. So it's 2 to cast, but it's +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment. And ooh, here's a new one. Frogify. So enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a blue frog with creature with. So it's a 1/1. It's now just a 1/1 frog. No princess available in sight. So we got Golden Egg from last time. We got Animating Fairies. So it's a 2/2 flyer for 3 mana, but for 3 mana, target non-creature artifact you control becomes a 0/0 artifact with 4 +1/+1 counters on it. So yeah, this is a very good follow-up. So nice way to use adventure. Got Shine Chaser, so Flying Vigilance, and it could be a 3/3 depending on what cards we play out. So it's looking for an artifact and an enchantment to get the full benefit. Shambling Suit. Its power is equal to the number of artifacts and or enchantments. So you're seeing a team here. So we saw the mace already. Wingwords. Okay, here's Heraldic Banner. So choose a color. Creatures of the chosen color get +1/+0, and you can add 1 mana of the chosen color. Not bad. So we got Arcanist Owl. Also note that the deck is mostly white-blue. The black is just a splash. So this is pretty. So someone was asking on Facebook, how would you build a 3-color deck? This is pretty much how I'd build it. Don't lean too hard on the splash color. Also, paying attention to this notes that I'm looking for white and blue in my early opener. 1 black would be okay. We kind of want 2 black because of these cards. In fact, these are very awkward. But we can get away with it because we got cards like Mana Geode, Guild Globe, and whatnot. Anyway, Arcanist also. So it's 4 mana, 3/3 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, you can reveal an artifact or enchantment card and put it in your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library. Not quite Goblin Ringleader, but it's still decent. So we have the usual cards. Smothering Tide's gonna be nice here. Okay, we also got Shimmer Dragon here. So if you control 4 or more artifacts, not enchantments, just artifacts, it has hexproof. Not bad for a 5/6 flyer. And you can tap 2 untapped artifacts to draw a card. Then we have Banish into Fable, cast it. So you can return a non-land permanent to its owner's hand and you create a 2/2 Knight. And you get an additional copy of an artifact, additional copy of an enchantment. So lots of potential. Then we have Workshop Elders. So artifact creatures you control are flying. And then the beginning of combat on your turn, target non. So basically the same effect as Animating Fairy every beginning of combat. So this is interesting. Let's see how well this goes. Oh yeah, let's check the lands because it looks like the Knights have a special land. Nope, fairies don't. So let's go with this. Submit. Again, let's go with 2 games of this. Yeah, I might have to. I'm gonna have to play 1 extra game just to finish this run. Just to finish at 6, but let's see the time. You might not see me do it. Well, it depends. The fairies deck might be relatively fast, and we're fighting the sacrifice deck, which might be a problem considering a lot of my stuff is relatively small. Okay, we have all 3 colors. Shine Chaser is going to be very vulnerable. I guess I could wait until I get hit another black, then Kaya's Rat is on the board. This is risky, but I'm going to keep it. Only because we have all colors. And we're 1 mana away, we can just cast Alila if we don't want to cast Shine Chaser. So Arcane Signet. We do have Bag of Holding. So I actually want to play the Bag of Holding now so that at least when Shine Chaser comes in, it's a 2/2 and it's not that vulnerable. Mask of Immolation there. We want to avoid getting it killed immediately. That said, we are now facing off against a 3/3. Oh wait. Now this is really bad use, but I'm going to name black here. Because our opponent is likely to dump creatures. Okay. Yep, he's playing that. He's probably gonna sack there. Not bad. Not bad. I drew the Guild Gate anyway, but you know what? I'm playing the Guild Gate. I'm playing Kaya's Wrath. The opponent has Savvy Hunter. Only Bright Fluid. I could play... Actually, I could now play Shine Chaser and all that glitters. Let's play Shine Chaser. All that glitters. Now opponent needs spot removal. Now he could just in case passing that, sacking that. I am gonna play Alila. And I'm also going to play Ancestral Blade. So we're starting to pile up the board a little bit. This one just taps for mana, so... I'm just going to have to start sacking quite a bit of stuff just to keep up with Crowvold. I can afford to just block Crowvold, so he's probably not going to. Capacious Dragon, so he doesn't have the Mayhem Devil. Scourge Diva still doesn't have the Mayhem Devil. He's sacking them. Oh, and every sacrifice a permanent, so I think he's going to go for the big one. This doesn't have Trample though. Paradise Druid. Just gonna send Shine Chaser in. Because here's the thing, if he... This doesn't have Trample, so if he just keeps buffing this without any payoffs... Taste of Death. Each player sacrifices 3 creatures, so... Okay, I know what I'm sacrificing. 1, 2... And... I sacrifice the bag of... Sacrifice the bag of... So that downgrades is to a 7/6. I think he made a mistake. He should have sniped Alila. Feast of Forgotten Gods. No, you're not gonna... Okay, so Mana Geode. Just gonna play Bloodsoak Altar. I'm just gonna keep swinging this one because my life is not quite in trouble yet. That's Brawl. Yeah, command zone. Yep, he had to do that, but it was tapped anyway, so it's okay. I'm willing to take 10 damage. I'm gonna have no choice but to take that damage.
If you want it, fight for it.
Now, let's see. Is our opponent invasion? Is our opponent greedy enough to just attack? No, he's not. Okay. Oh, Massacre Girl. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so I need to count so that I don't accident. I think the opponent. Yep, opponent conceded right there. Didn't know what I had, but it's kind of good because I was actually really concerned how that was gonna go. I seem to be okay. So we got Savvy Hunter now. It's kind of interesting what we're getting. So we're okay. So we're half an hour in. 2 games in on this one. I'm probably gonna do one more game with probably the Knights deck because this one because the Bant deck just takes forever. This is an auto mulligan. You really want to have 3 lands whenever possible. So go first, keep. So yeah, definitely playing this one first because I might just end up playing Ancestral Blade. Yeah, let's play the Ancestral Blade. We will have mana for Kaya's Wrath if we draw another land. So let's get some aggression going at least. We know our opponent. Yeah, his opponent's gonna take a while. Smothering Tide. Okay, that's not it. I could Prison Realm the Arcane Signet just to dig for another land. I'm probably gonna just if I draw one more land. No, I did not. Oh, that's on top, so we know what he's gonna do next. Let's attack first. Let's see what he does. Definitely gonna take out the Pixie because the last thing we want to do is give him more mana. Yes, Scout Barons, just a little bit slow, but we really need it. It's also a white source, so I can't complain too much. Shalane Teller of Tales. Its activated abilities can't be activated, so he will still get the benefit of this stuff, but okay, let's go. I might end up just playing Smothering Tide to buy some time. But, yep, he's doing the Fertile Footsteps, so he's still building up his land base. We'll take a little damage early now. Risen Reef. Because here's the thing, he's at 6 mana. I could just Wrath. No, he's at 7 mana now. I kind of want him to play this first. So I want to play Smothering Tide at least. And the treasure tokens are actually going to help me quite a bit. Let's hope our opponent is greedy enough that because he's got the 7 mana already. No, he's paying for it. Okay, he's not that greedy yet. It does mean he can drop some more creatures. Or he could drop... Okay, drop the land. So let's wait one more turn. It also means, sadly, we have to play something big. Okay. No, let's not do that because he trumps me with that one. Okay, let's play Alila first. So at least we can kind of... So it incentivizes him to play that one. I might actually just Law Mage's Binding that. Run away together. Okay. So... Hand, actually. Oh, he's still paying. So, opponent's very patient. He suspects the Kaya's Wrath. I can just play Alila again, though. Oh wait, no. Here's the thing. He's drawing multiple cards. He can't afford to just pay for all of them. Oh, Risen Reef itself doesn't count as a draw, though. That will count as a draw. I'm actually going to hold on to as many of these as possible. Because this guy having hexproof is one thing. Okay, we got golden egg, so draw a card. Oh shoot, I made a mistake. I should have played this first. Okay, fine now. That was a mistake. Yep, it's very suboptimal. So we'll pass the turn there. Still waiting for our opponent. Okay, opponent's about to go off now. I remember there is a Sephara here, but wait, is there a Sephara? I know there's a Parhelion 2 here. District Guide, okay, he is kind of going off. We need to start overloading the board now. Oh, Mammoth. Okay. That's perfect. Perfect card. Okay, he can choose not to fight if he doesn't want to lose it. Okay, sure. Now it goes to command zone. I'm literally just abusing this because I know I can afford it and somehow. Okay, let's end the turn here. If I have to sack 3 tokens to get Long Mage's Binding done, I will. Opponent should be suspicious by now about what I have. Okay, he's now starting to pay some stuff. He's Crawl Harpooner. Okay, sure. Probably should have spent. It's okay. I trade those. Command zone. So yeah, it's kind of abusive for Alila. Just wait. I'm not gonna wait for this one anymore. Now I'm gonna wipe. Let's see. So he draws a card. Yes, that grip is more or less full. Yeah, let's wipe this one. I can deal with this one later. So Kaya's Rat. Okay, so it'll cost me some mana to cast this. I'll have 4 left over. Okay, actually, yeah, let's cast this now. Pay. Then I'm trying to remember what possible. I think he's used all his removal. Let's spend one more. Also gets me an extra 5. Okay, so pass the turn there. No, I only got 2. Okay, got 3, so I can now cast Law Mage's Binding if I have to. Biomancer's Familiar, sure. Now take note, if I have to Sharp the Crab. So he could lock this down, that's okay. Prison Realm. Kinda sucks, but let's see. Yeah, let that resolve. Goes again to the command zone. Do I have ways to destroy that enchantment? Not quite. So I'm probably not gonna cast Alila for a while. I might just cast Shine Chaser. I could cast Shimmer Dragon. I got 4 artifacts actually. I can also cast Workshop Elders. Start turn. Guard Engineer. Okay, he's reloading his board, sort of. Okay, my turn. More mana. Let's see. Okay, let's Let's pass. Because Shark to Crab can't do it, and I'm gonna start drawing cards now, actually. And take note, this is tap sacrifice, so I can't exactly Law Mage. So if I have to cast Law Mage's Binding, I'm going to lose out on a card. That said, all our opponent has to do is just recast Shalane and it wrecks that. Okay, he could wreck that too. Okay, we'll let that resolve. So let's see if we can keep bashing in the air. We might have to take some damage on ground. Okay, which is targeting? Ancestral Blade, so... Okay, that's fine. So I'm actually losing quite a bit of artifacts, so Shimmer Dragon is not hexproof anymore. But I think I might be... Yeah, I think I can dig myself out of this. So, Arcane Signet. So there, got Arcane Signet, Arcanist Owl. Dig for something. Man, that was a bit of a stretch though. Okay, let's play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So okay, we can cast Alila next turn. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, virtually 6 mana. Okay, that was a dud. This gets me a 2/2 at least. Time to start bashing in though. Shame the workshop elders don't make artifacts themselves. Yeah, I don't want to sacrifice that. So 9, 10. This is cast Shine Chaser now. Let's start building up a board. Tapstone Arcanist. Oh. Okay, wait. Then trigger. Okay. Let's use that to draw cards. We'll take quite a bit of damage though. So we're gonna have to try to rush our opponent, which might be a problem with Beanstalk Giant. Opponent never had to cast it. That was the target I wanted to get rid of the most. There's Chilane again. No, you could attack with Shark to Crab, bounce, recast. Well, not this turn, but next turn could have enough mana. Okay. Yeah, we're probably not gonna win this second round though, so At least we got 1 win and 1 loss out. Yep, there's the Beanstalk Giant. Do you think we can survive our opponent? Maybe we could survive long enough that our opponent decks out? I'm kind of dubious. We will have 10 mana to drop a Leela again though. Let's inform ourselves, see how many. Let's see if we, because if we have an enchantment upcoming. Nope. Let's block with Shark Chaser. I guess we take the 5. Yeah, because we need this to block this one soon. That was a bit sad. Turns out I actually did have an enchantment. Scatter is the biggest threat. So we're gonna hold this back. I might represent a block these two against the Shark to Crab though. Meteor Golem. Thankfully the Shimmer Dragon. Oh, but because let's see, he's gonna target that. Yeah, sure, that's fair. Gonna bounce it again, then he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has the mana. He could nuke Conclave Tribunal. Yeah, this was the combo I was scared of. He's down to 22 cards. Okay, fine. But unless I can get rid of Meteor Golem, he's just gonna keep repeating this. Okay, that has to solve. Who does he target? That, okay, let's draw cards. Winged Words, so we can. So we'll be taking 6. Okay, got Guild Globe. Let's cast Winged Words first. Guild Globe. Actually have to hold back. Let's see, Chemister's Insight. Ooh, this would be nice, but I don't have to mana cast this anymore. I also cast Heraldic Banner instead. Basically gives us an extra artifact. Yeah, it's a good game. Who am I kidding? Because our opponent just needs to start snipe. He can also just reactivate with Biomancer's Familiar. Yeah, and Mason for runners. Well, our opponent did dig through about 2/3 of the deck, so he is bound to hit it. So, and they all got trampled too. And you can actually still spend mana to between these guys to nourish. Okay, opponent's just showing off now, but to be fair, this deck basically this is what happens when you do not have counter spells. Deck just goes out of nowhere. Actually, let's hold those last, because I might still draw something that casts 2 mana. Probably not. Nope. Watery Grave. Yeah, just literally showing I got nothing. Okay, so there we go. And yeah, we didn't get anywhere there. And there's that. This is our look at all the decks from Eldraine. So definitely the decks by themselves, I wouldn't say they're not quite balanced. The Chilean deck, basically you just need more removal to go up against it. That said, can't complain too much. The event was actually quite fun, and we got to experience some of the new cards from Eldraine to look forward to. Although I will note that some of the creatures like Chilean, actually let's take a look. Let's take a look, because if you can see let's see if we can get collector's numbers here. No, we don't get collector's numbers here, but we have to note that cards like Chilean, those cards are not available in packs. They're available in Brawl decks. So we really should check out the store once Throne of Eldraine hits. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. I'll probably you probably won't see me finish this, but I will finish the event on my own time. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care and God bless. Have a good day, everyone.